Remember these words. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.